Hello, welcome to my side of the mountain. I'm Kris of Krissys Over the Mountain Crochet and Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make a little felt pumpkin stem in 3 different sizes. All you need is scissors, a piece of felt, and some glue. Let's get started. Okay, so I will use these 3 pieces of felt to make 3 different sized pumpkin stems. The first pumpkin stem is going to be 6 inches by 1.5 inches. 6 inches long by 1.5 inches. There's 1.5. There we go. I'm going to mark that. And I have, as you can see, I've previously cut a pumpkin stem. I'll cut this off camera. The next stem should be 7 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And I think I made a pumpkin stem in this piece of felt with these dimensions also. All right. I'll put that off to the side. And the last one is 8 inches by 2 inches. The 2-inch mark, and here is 8 inches, whoops, right here. I'll speed up the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have 3 different pumpkin stems in 3 different sizes. Making the pumpkin stem is very easy. The first thing you will want to do is fold your piece of felt in half and make a mark, just so you can visually see where the center is. Now fold this in half lengthwise. Keep your finger right where the center is, and then bring each end to the very center and have them meet. Just like that. Now make sure that right here at this turn or crease there are no bumps. Now I will pull this one in. I want to keep these edges straight down here on this edge the best that I can. That does not look like a halfway mark, so let's back this up. Now that looks like it is folded in half. All right, now this part is just a little bit tricky. You pick up this end and you pinch it and start rolling it and folding it. So one big fold, but while you're rolling, you're going to want to keep an eye on these ends. You want them to stay tucked. You want these ends to stay tucked down in, and then you want this top edge to be even. So this is a little bit tricky, but it's not hard. You just have to be patient. All right, I'm rolling and I'm pushing the felt to make sure the top is even. Now I can pick it up. I have gotten past the seam. I don't like how this is sticking up, so I'm going to pull this back a little bit and push that down in there. There we go. Now I'm going to continue to roll, making sure that cut edge is down inside, and roll and roll and push and roll and push the top down. Make sure it's even. Looks good to me. Now I need to pull this back just a little bit and put a small dollop of glue. And I mean small dollop of glue right there, because as I bring this back forward and push it, that glue will walk right up and peek out of here. So I just want a real small amount of glue. I'll go get some. You can see there's just a small amount of glue. Now I've really got a hard hold on this, and I'm going to start pushing. And as you can see, the glue is going to start walking. Thankfully, it did not poke out the edge. Now I'm going to hold this. Now we have to hold this for a minute. It will want to come apart very easily. But let's really squeeze it tight and hold it and give it a check. I think it needs held a little longer. Just really pinching it hard. Let's see if we can shape it and make it look nice. Push that down in there. What do you think? I think that looks pretty decent. Might want to, yep, that looks pretty decent. All right, there we have our first stem. I'm going to put a tad bit of glue right here and right here to see if I can get that to close up a little better. I mean, I just put the smallest amount of glue down in there. Let's hold this and see if it, there we go. That did the trick. Let me hold it just a tad bit longer. But that's going to do the trick. All right, there we go. Now we have a nice little pumpkin stem. I'll set that aside. Let me show you. The small one is exactly the same. This is the smallest. I just made the medium-sized one. So if you want to mark the center, go ahead and mark the center, but I'm going to eyeball this. I'm going to bring this end, keeping these two corners together. I'm going to bring this end right here to the center and bring this end and make sure that it's all nice and smooth underneath. Well, that looks good to me. That looks even. I'll push those down just a tad bit. Now I'm going to start rolling, pinching and rolling, pinching and rolling, pinching and rolling, pinching and rolling. How does it look? Oh, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I'm going to shove that just a little bit. Just push down on that center just a little bit. That looks really nice. Now I've got a really tight grip on it. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. I put a little bit of glue from my hot glue gun. I'm going to let it cool just a tad bit. The bottom does not have to be as even as the top. You really want the top to be the most even part. But don't fiddle with it too much because you'll let go of it and then you'll have a problem. All right, as you can see, the glue is walking its way up. Now I'm going to hold that tight. That was long enough. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to smash it and round it out. I'm going to push that down, and that looks good. We now have two stems. Whoops, two stems. One is bigger than the other. This is the largest stem. Oh, that looks really, really nice. That's a really nice roll. Let me pull that back, put glue down in here, not up here, down in here. All right, I'm afraid I put a good sized dollop there. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm afraid this is gonna push right out. Blow on it. Okay, here we go. Oh, the glue is just starting to walk a little bit. I'm gonna go slow. All right, I'm gonna hold that. I know I've got a little glue bubble, but it will be okay. These would be adorable on crocheted pumpkins, on knit pumpkins, on fabric pumpkins that you make, any kind of pumpkin that needs a little felt stem. These are very easy. Now, we have 3 pumpkin stems in 3 different sizes, and we're ready to make some fabric pumpkins. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, please. I'd love to have 10,000 subscribers. If you like this little fabric pumpkin, I'll show you how to make it next. And remember, like and subscribe. I'd love to hit 10,000. I'd love for you to share so that I can hit 10,000. And on to making the pumpkins.